This morning we're back. New computer. Finally back to business, baby. Live streaming every morning, 9:15 a.m. The best, the number one live stream there is on YouTube. This morning we locked in over 20 handles in profit, 20 points on 3 contracts, 1 trade, live on YouTube, talking about this idea the whole morning. I was like, guys, I do not think we're going to go lower. I think we're going to push back up. We're going to push back up above 15. We go to the 20s, then we hit the 30s, and that's exactly what happened. So far, the high being 35, pushing back up there. We called it out beautifully in the live stream, and I'm going to show you guys my whole entire thought process on how I made over $3,600 trading just 3 contracts, my belief on why I thought the market would push higher, and all that fun stuff right here in this video. I'm going to show you the indicators and all that fun stuff. So let's go. You can see the one trade here making $3,500 on this one trade, about $3,600. No losing trades, just in and out. A beautiful setup there and locking it down right here in the Topstep account. 3-minute chart over here on the right. This is the Lux Algo setup. This is the 3-minute chart over here on the right. Or on the left, we've got the 15-minute chart. What I want to point out is, what do we have this morning? We had this area, this low, this discount area that we were holding. We talked about if we could hold here, you know, that 95, there was a pivot point to the downside here, but overall in general, we were just like, okay, you know, this is, I said, even at open, I was like, I just don't think this is a short. I didn't think we had a short at open. I thought we were much better off with the idea of looking for a long opportunity, getting that push up there, back up into this level. You know, we drew this idea of kind of pushing up into here before that even happened. You guys can rewind the fucking live stream, but yes, we talked about this idea of trying to push back up into this level because we were holding down here at the bottom. So once we were holding down there at the bottoms, well, then it's just rocket ship to the moon. But the problem is we had that 15 area. Remember, we had 15. We talked about 15 area wanting to get tested when we were bouncing around down here. You know, we were bouncing around down here, ding, 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 ding. But we were looking for that push up there to the 15s. And then over 15s, I thought 30 was very doable. And the reason I thought 30 was very doable was because we had this area right here. We had a little bit of resistance there at the 25s. We saw we got that breakthrough. And then that was that beautiful move up. These lines, my drawing sometimes is interesting, but this is the 3-minute chart we're looking at right now. You can see what was nice with the Lux Algo is, guess what? It drew this line. So this line obviously wouldn't have been there. I didn't draw that line. Somebody actually said earlier, like, where'd that line come from? And what's interesting, if you look here, we take away the Lux Algo app, the Lux Algo indicator there, and then put it back. Wow. It really does kind of give you a better idea, like, huh, you know, maybe we do hold this here. So we had that SPY pivot. This is what I was looking at as well. We had this SPY pivot here on the 3-minute, the 5-minute chart doesn't really matter, but we were holding this level, the lows, and then guess what? We had this push up here, and that was my target, the idea of kind of that 30 level. We still have more room to push if we're going to push up and fill that gap. But remember, these big gaps like this, guys, they end up just being massive price action kind of magnets where the market like doesn't want to move down. So what does it do? The market wants to kind of explore this area. You know, we have this whole area where we gap down and the market kind of wants to push back up there and explore that. You know, it wants price discovery, exploring that area basically is what you're thinking. You know, you guys want to learn more about Topstep, you want to get into a funded account and start trading futures today, don't be afraid to check out the link down below to get 20% off of the Topstep Combine. Also right now, the new indicator that I'm using, the Lux Algo price action concepts, is 40% off. 40% off right now. So check out the link down below to learn more about the Lux Algo. This is what you guys saw in the video, what I'm using for my charting and the indicator for all that fun stuff with my resistance, support, and all of that. It's all on the chart with the Lux Algo app. So if you guys want to learn more, there's a link down below. Right now, they have a 40% discount. And what's interesting as well is if you look here on the 15-minute chart, I love to see when things are kind of like lining up like this, because we had that pivot point there at the 27s. We already talked about that 30 area kind of pushing up there. But what's interesting is you had this big 15-minute drop from those numbers. So those numbers came out this morning. We had that 15-minute candle from the 39s down here, the 21s. And guess what? What do we get? We got the fair value gap. So that's basically saying like, hey, look, like this just kind of went straight down here. It just crashed down. So there's an idea like, hey, the price kind of wants to push back up in there and retest this. And that's exactly kind of what's happening right now. We're pushing back up in there. We got that 30 level. We had the support down there at the bottom. And then look, you know, green, 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 or yellow, 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 whatever you want to say. And there's that push up there, 27.50, right? So that was pretty much my whole thought process for that trade of what I was looking for, why I thought we had potential to get that push up here and try to get that 32 push there. And I think it played out pretty much exactly like we thought it would. The morning was a little choppy here, you know, first, 30 minutes, basically kind of chopped around first 30 minutes down here at the lows. But we kind of just kept holding down there at the lows. And there's that push up there at the 30s. So I don't want to say that it was obvious, because it's never just simply just, hey, it's obvious. But I would say that, you know, this idea of holding the lows down there was a much stronger idea, or a better idea than the idea of this going lower and lower today, right? Like, I think that makes sense. Also on the daily chart, I don't know if I can pull it up. Let me pull up daily chart here. On the daily chart here, if you look at the daily chart. I was talking about on the daily chart kind of having those support there, and guess what? You know, we had that support there on the daily chart. So that was also kind of what I was thinking, like, hey, I don't think we're going to just keep moving down here. I think there's a much better chance we kind of bounce. We've bounced off this level before, you know, that 4,100 level there on the daily chart, kind of having that support. We reversed the last time, last Friday, up to this level. So right now, the daily chart respecting that, and there we are above 30 again. So 30 got touched, dropped the mic, we got it. The move happened, we took it. Let's go. You can see my entry here on the 04s. 04 exactly, pretty much after we kind of held that 100 area again. It was like ding, ding, ding. Okay, I'm jumping in right there, 04s. And then I'm riding this baby all the way up there, taking profit at the 27.75. So that's over 23 handles of profit, all live on YouTube, talking with you guys through it as we were doing it, and just kept believing. People kept saying, you know, oh, I think we're going to pull back. I think we're going to pull back. I was like, hey, even if we pulled back, you know, even little pullbacks, I was very set on the idea that we're going to push above 30s here. So I'm happy with that. It's good to get those reads, especially when the market gaps down like it did today, to be able to get the read like this, where you see that you think the market's going to push higher. You know, looking at the book map, we had those levels there. We knew that 30 area, that 25 level, everything was kind of just right there for us for the taking. I'm just, you know, that 30 level, that pivot point, all that stuff, all just was like right there as a magnet waiting for us to get up there. So that's my little spiel of the day of what I was looking at, why I believe that we were going to get 30s. So hopefully that gives you guys a little insight into my mind of what I'm looking for here when we're taking these trades. But definitely loving the Lux Algo app here. You can see on the daily chart as well, like it draws these trend lines. I mean, it's all there. And yeah, just started kind of using it. It's nice because it works on TradingView as well. I'm already using TradingView. I just basically go on TradingView. I type in Lux Algo. This is the paid one, but there are other ones as well. You can see all these other free indicators that they have. They have a ton of free indicators. Check them out. This is probably Lux Algo, I would say, is one of the most popular indicator suite program, whatever you want to call it, out there. So they've got some other ones as well, the signals and oscillators and all that. So market's still pushing up there through the 30s right now. Still going higher through the 30s there. Look at that rebound from the bottom there. Just whee, off to the races. What a beautiful move. Congratulations if you got it. There was also another little entry here as well, holding that fair value gap. So we held that fair value gap when we pushed up. I talked about that kind of turning into support there. That previous area of resistance through here. You know, you have all this resistance here. Well, guess what? When that turns into support, well, then you know that there's a pretty damn good chance we're going to push up there. And that's exactly what we got. So there it is, the breakdown, the Patrick Wieland mindset. There it is, locking in over 20 handles of profit. That was a 30 handle point move, a 30 point move if you would have held from the 04s back up to the 34s. 30 points. If you make 30 points in one day, you cannot be mad about that. Sometimes you got to know when to walk away. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Today was definitely one of those days that is locking in that profit and walking away. It's 11:44. I'm done for the day. It's 6:44 here in Hawaii. Now I can go to the gym. I can go enjoy my life. Just making that one trade here and being done, baby. Let's go.